back from the National Guard Armory in Jackson, Tennessee. Bout number 5. Nicholas Walsh is going to be taking on Hernando Whitehall. Walsh is in the red corner. He is representing Neighborhood Hopes. He weighs in at 106 pounds. He's 14 years old. And Hernando Whitehall is in the blue corner. He's 13, also weighing in 106. This is the open intermediate division, and Hernando represents the Union Boxing Club that has no affiliation with Union University. But here we go. These guys, we're moving up into the 13 to 15-year-old division, and got a feeling you're going to be seeing a lot of interesting action in this one. We've already had 4 really exciting bouts. And here we go. And aggressively moving right in at the beginning. Boy. Whitehall now pinned up against the turnbuckle. And boy, the referee is telling them to break that off of there. Darrell Smith tries to get them under control very quickly. Fast exchange between both Walsh and Whitehall. Walsh trying to protect up a bit. This is going to be a 1.5-minute round. All of the Golden Gloves boxing, 3 rounds each. These events are sponsored by USA Boxing, sanctioned by that organization. And look at the exchange going quickly to the body is Whitehall. Shaking it off very quickly is Walsh. And they're back up against the other turnbuckle. Oh my goodness, going off against it. And Walsh gives somewhat of a look to Whitehall as if to say, you thought you had me there. He ducks out of the way. Oh, a wild right uppercut that does not land on the part of Walsh. And that is the end of round 1. These bouts are brought to you by One Call Restoration. The mission of One Call Restoration is to perform for customers the highest level of quality restoration services at fair and market competitive prices to ensure the longevity of our company through repeat and referral business achieved by customer satisfaction in all areas, including timeliness, attention to detail, and service-minded attitudes. One Call Restoration specializes in damages caused by fire, water, smoke, wind, and they do remodeling. So call them today if you need help, 731-697-0110, or check out the website at onecallrestoration.net. You can also email Josh Wagner at josh@onecallrestoration.net. Getting ready for round 2 between Walsh and Whitehall. Whitehall appeared to be the aggressor in round 1. Walsh continuing to duck a lot of those wild swinging punches. He tried to move in with a left jab that did not connect. And now watch the standoff here. Got him pinned back against the ropes. A wild swinging left uppercut and a right cross. Walsh shakes it up. Walsh has had to be more on the defensive in this bout. He tries to go in for the body, and they're up against the ropes. Darrell Smith has pretty much been letting them have their way in this one. Both guys measuring each other, and it's going to go back in again, going heavily to the body. A couple of those blows really just landed on the forearms and on the shoulders. Second of the 3-round bout here from the National Guard Armory in Jackson, Tennessee at Hub City Fight Night. And Smith's going to break them apart. They've only got about 10 seconds left in this round. And you can see one of the managers down below really giving his guy some encouragement. And a couple of looping lefts that missed. And that is the end of round 2. We got one more to go. Let's also remind you that Worthy Road Studios is also bringing you all of the action of this, and it's one of the most prolific production companies in this region. I know because they've been doing Union University basketball for the last 3 years. Worthy Road specializes in broadcasting live events with multiple cameras, slow motion, instant replay, live graphics, and live commentary. Worthy Road started out broadcasting on local television in Trenton, Tennessee, with church services, local events, and high school sports. And now Worthy Road is an on-the-road studio. That means their broadcast equipment is portable for on-site productions, not just a home studio for broadcasting. So if you're looking for a broadcaster to handle your live events and streaming to Facebook or YouTube, get in touch with them at 731-499-1730. Here we go, round number 3 between Walsh and Whitehall. You've had a lot of flurries, but many of them have been glancing blows. Attempting a couple of left jabs is Whitehall. Walsh attempting to retaliate. And they're in the standoff position, backing off again. These two guys at 13 and 14 years old. And it's going to be interesting to see how their careers develop in Golden Globes as they both progress. They're getting outstanding training by trained specialists in their respective boxing clubs. Right here in front of our position, they've got about 40 seconds remaining in the minute and a half of this third and final round. Again, going heavily for the body is Walsh. Whitehall trying to counter with those left jabs. Whoa, connected hard with a right cross. Missed with another one. They're trying to get a final blow in so that possibly it could be the deciding one. Otherwise, it'll go to the judges to make a decision. And there you go. That's it. So we'll find out what the judges' decision is, whether it's going to be Walsh or Whitehall, and both of them had some intense flurries during this bout. Remember, One Call Restoration is one of our sponsors, and it's a place that can do remodeling, but they can come and help you out anytime if you've had damage from fire, water, smoke, or wind. They are the restoration experts in West Tennessee. Call them at 731-697-0110 or check out the website at onecallrestoration.net. You can get in touch with Josh Wagner via email at josh@onecallrestoration.net. And you can check them out on Facebook, and you can finance it or you can pay with MasterCard, Visa, American Express, and your Discover card. And that, once again, ladies and gentlemen, is One Call Restoration. One call does it all for all of your restoration needs. And the belt is in the ring. And one of these guys, that belt is so huge, though, that it would be bigger than it would fit around my director, Lawson Mann. He'd have to really tighten that thing up in the back. Fernando Whitehall is the winner by judge's decision. And he has got that huge belt that he takes away with him. So that is the end of fight number 5. We've got 10 more to go from this ring, and Jackson Milner is bringing you another 14 in the other ring. So until we're with you for the next one, this is Steve Beverly saying, remember, one call does it all for One Call Restoration here at Hub City Fight Night.
Hello and welcome everyone to Hub City Fight Night presented by One Call Restoration. I'm Jackson Miller, going to be your ring announcer for this match. And we will shortly have a match between Nathan Hopper and Donald Taylor. By the way, we are also presented by One Call Restoration, and we are with Worthy Road Studios for this bout. Nathan Hopper being also 10 years of age. He weighs 85 pounds. And then here we go with the intros for you.
And from the blue corner, from Veranda Boxing Club, also Longus.
So correction on that. This is actually a fight between Elijah Vandershoot and also Blancas. Last fight was actually between Nathan Hopper and Donald Taylor. It's a mix-up here. But anyway, Elijah Vandershoot being 13-year-old 101-pounder from Team Vandershoot, and of course you have also Blancas, 13-year-old 101 pounds from Miranda Boxing Club. His bout is always boxing. Very quick strikes from Blancas early on. Couple strikes to the face from Blancas. Good right hook from Blancas. A very quick fight. Here we go. 10 seconds remaining. Both go left. Oh, good left by Blancas right there. So early strikes in the first round with Blancas getting some good left and right hooks in the first round. We'd like to take this time to call out our sponsor, the Hub City Fight Night, presented by One Call Restoration. One Call Restoration and their mission is to perform for our customers the highest level of quality restoration services at fair and market competitive prices to ensure the longevity of our company through repeat and referral business achieved by the customer satisfaction in all areas, including timeliness, attention to detail, and of course service-minded attitudes. One Call Restoration specializes in damages caused by the following: fire, water, smoke, wind, energy remodeling. If you want to call their number, if you need help with any of those things, call the restoration experts today, 731-697-0110, or check out our website at onecallrestoration.net. You can email Josh Wagner for more questions at josh@onecallrestoration.net. And here we go with round two between Elijah Vandershoot and also Blancas. So far, it's been Blancas in the first round. We'll see how Vandershoot responds here in the second. Couple misses from Blancas. There's a hit. Nice uppercut from Vandershoot. Multiple jabs are being exposed to the two. Good duck there by Vandershoot. Good left hook. Nice right hook to end the match from Blancas, and that right hook has definitely set a tone in this match as he had a couple of strikes, very quick strikes between the two, but it looks like Blancas had the better half. So far it's all been also Blancas, but with Vandershoot getting some nice mid cuts in there. We'll take a break between the second and third round to talk more about our sponsor today, One Call Restoration. You can check them out on Facebook, and then of course if you're wondering how to pay for it, they can do MasterCard, Visa, American Express, and Discover cards. If you're wondering what do they do? How can they help me? Well, they'll do the following: water mitigation, fire, smoke clean, and repair. They do windstorm damages, structural repairs, hail damage, roofing, remodeling, crawl space, maintenance, and of course humidity control, as well as odor removal, emergency repairs, temporary services, and floor coverings. That is One Call Restoration. If you need help with any of those things I just mentioned, 731-697-0110. And here we go with fight number 9, round 3 of Hub City Fight Night between Elijah Vandershoot and also Blancas. And we'll see how this match ends, because it looks like it might go to split decision. Some very quick strikes. Oh, good left strike from Blancas. Good hit. To the body. Another right strike by Blancos. Those are heavy. Blancos is getting everything he wants with that right hook. With a standing 8 count right now. We're going to go right back to the match. Here we go. That will do it for the 9th fight of the night. All 3 rounds. We'll see what split decision does. We have all 3 judges turning in their scorecards. We'll see how this match ends between Elijah Vandershoot and also Blancos. Blancos had a lot of good strikes in the 3rd round that might give him the edge. We'll see how Vandershoot did with his game as well. And until we get to those decisions, we'll talk a little bit more about Worthy Road Studios and who they are. They specialize in broadcasting live events with multiple cameras, slow motion instant replay, with live graphics, and a live commentary. They do basketball games, baseball games, volleyball games, whatever you need. You can call them at 731-499-1730. They also do church service and events, political events, parades, hunting shows. And then this April, we'll be doing arm wrestling with Tennessee Strong Arms Wrestling Tournament. And now we go to the in-ring decision between Elijah Vandershoot and also Blancos in fight number 9 of Hope City Fight Night.
Steve Beverly back with you once again at Hub City Fight Night, brought to you by One Call Restoration and by Worthy Road Studios. This is our 6th bout on the evening in this ring. This is going to put together a 15-year-old against a 13-year-old. The younger guy at 107 pounds is Drake DiGiacomo. He's representing Crossroads Boxing Club. Damian Henderson is going to be in the blue corner. Damian is representing Restoration House. He is at 113 pounds. This is the beginner intermediate division. They will go 1.5 minute rounds, 3 rounds. And here we go. Both these guys look there, and particularly Henderson looks like he is really ready to get this thing on. And again, with these short rounds, they've got to get as much of a flurry in as they can to try to impress the judges. You've got to try to land as many blows to the body as you possibly can. A couple of exchanges that didn't land with a great deal of authority. This is the 3rd annual Hub City Fight Night, and you've had just an excited crowd here this evening. They have been absolutely in the corner of all of these guys. And again, few glancing blows, but nothing that is really connecting. Got about 40 seconds remaining in this first round. Little dodge and weave by Henderson. Drake takes one to the body. And again, an attempt at a right cross that goes nowhere. And both these guys really just measuring each other out in this first round with nothing having a genuine connection. Oh, one to the head. Nice job of ducking out of the way for Drake. And that's the end of the first round. Let's remind you that One Call Restoration, they're the people that they'll do water mitigation, fire and smoke cleaning and repair, windstorm damages, structural repairs, hail damage, roofing, remodeling, crawl space maintenance and humidity control, odor removal, emergency repairs, temporary services, and floor coverings. They are really some of the most dependable people you will ever come across. Josh Wagner and his whole staff. You can call them at 731-697-0110 or go to the website at onecallrestoration.net. That's the number one, callrestoration.net. And if you got those needs, and heaven knows we've had a lot of people here in the early part of March that have been hit hard by storm damage, call them. They'll do you a fantastic job. And now here we go with round two between Drake DiGiacomo and Damian Henderson. Again, these guys are running between 107 and 113 pounds. The younger guy is Drake. He's in the black. Damian is in the blue. And again, that one glanced off of the shoulder of Henderson. You got a lot of parents that have turned out here, a lot of family members, as well as the coaches and managers of these two fighters. And again, a couple that missed. We haven't seen them either pinned up against the ropes or in the turnbuckle in this one. Got about 40 seconds remaining in this second round. They go 3 rounds in all of these Golden Gloves bouts. USA Boxing is the sanctioning body for all of these bouts. And this is 3 years in a row that you've had fight night right here in the hub city of Jackson, Tennessee. You hear somebody behind us saying, go to him, go to him. And again, that's a missed on a right uppercut. And that's the end of round 2. And the ring attendants will come and help them out. And while they do, we're going to talk about Worthy Road Studios, the people that are bringing you this telecast. Worthy Road Studios has embraced social media as a platform for digital television. We're all going there now, and that's one reason why Worthy Road is ahead of the curve. Worthy Road Studios still produces live television with Union University basketball, but also is producing a majority of the broadcasts, such as Freed Hardeman softball, to live streaming. And these bouts right here from Hub City Fight Night, they're right there in digital media on Facebook and YouTube. If you need an event, you want it covered and you want it done right, call Worthy Road Studios at 731-499-1730. Paul Schultze will be glad to talk to you. And my director here this evening is Lawson Curtis Mann. And here we go with round 3. This will decide it between these two guys. And you got Henderson really going at a flurry. Nice job of ducking away on the retaliation effort by Drake. This has been a very evenly matched bout between these two. Both going at about the same height. They got 6-pound weight differential between the two of them. But this is the beginner intermediate division. And again, we've got about 45 seconds left in the bout. It's been hard for them. They've been a little reluctant to go in with a deep exchange. Nice job of blocking on the part of Henderson. He just stuck up one glove. Down to about 25 seconds remaining in the bout. Trying to get some of these last flurries in to impress the judges. They are seated down right below where you see the the left-hand side of the ring ropes. And getting down to the tail end of this bout. Trying to measure his man was Henderson, and they're pinned up against the ropes and now back out of it. And that's it. And nice job congratulating each other, both Henderson and Drake DiGiacomo. And here we go. Let's tell you about one of our sponsors that really does it all in West Tennessee. That's One Call Restoration. They specialize in damages that are caused by fire, water, smoke, wind, any kind of damaging weather, and they do remodeling. And boy, have we had tons of weather damage in this area in the last week. You can call them today, the restoration experts, at 731-697-0110, or check out the website at onecallrestoration.net. Email Josh Wagner at josh@onecallrestoration.net. And you can check them out on Facebook, and they will also take MasterCard, Visa, American Express, and the Discover card. One Call Restoration, where one call does it all for all of your needs. And we're getting ready to find out who the judges will decide is the winner of this bout. Henderson in the blue, Drake DiGiacomo is in the black. They've got the big belt as well as the consolation prize. I think that really, I need a chance to try on that belt. I really do, because I go a little bit bigger than these guys, going about 110 pounds here. I go about 176. I think the belt would fit around me, don't you think? I'm getting an affirmative nod from my director, Lawson Mann. And both of these guys have had cheering sections here. So let's see what happens. Still waiting on the judge's decision. I think we're about to have it. Let's go to the ring announcer.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're number 2, the winner of bout number 6, from the blue corner,
Damian Henderson is your winner.
ladies and gentlemen, there will be a 20-minute intermission for ring
So
number 2.
we will be back shortly for fight number 7, but let's just remind you that this has been brought to you by One Call Restoration and by Worthy Road Studios. And we will be back with more action from right here, from your good friends at One Call Restoration. We'll be right back here at the National Guard Armory in Jackson, Tennessee for Hub City Fight Night. Don't go away. Back we are with Hub City Fight Night from the National Guard Armory in Jackson, Tennessee. And this is going to be Rodrigo Flores. He's a 16-year-old, weighs in at 110 pounds. We're going to go to fight number, there we go. Rodrigo Flores, and he represents the Kenner Boxing Club. He'll be going against another 16-year-old in the blue corner, Garrett Palmer, and he is a 16-year-old, 102 pounds, representing Team Palmer, and this is the Junior Open division. And these guys were getting into the older weight classifications and the older age bracket, so we'll be ready to go with this one. Brought to you by One Call Restoration and by Worthy Road Studios. Palmer will be in the blue, Flores will be in the black and silver. And we're about ready to go. This one will be 2-minute rounds. So you have 3 2-minute rounds, so none of these go the 3 minutes that you see in professional boxing. And one thing that we just talked to Cody Gobble, who's a coach for a number of young fighters, and he told us that the equipment is a lot safer than it once was. The helmet and the padding is much more so. They've done everything they can to make this a safer sport, if you want to call it the sweet science. It is much safer than it used to be. And the officials in the ring, they tend to break them up a lot more and stop it if they see elbows or anything that becomes untoward. And these guys are pretty much feeling each other out right now, trying to get measured. This first round, big changes and big connections to the body, particularly blows being landed by Flores. And these boxers are really from a number of different states, not just Jackson, Tennessee, and they come on this circuit. There you go, big flurry, big exchange over here right on top of our broadcast position. And nice duck away by Flores. He made a good connection to the chin. And one to the body. And the official's going to break them apart. Here they go, right back into it. Good duck away by Palmer. The bell is for the other ring. We have got what amounts to a rather rotten buzzer that signifies the end of the round. Big blow landed by Palmer. And that one did not connect. Nice block on the part of Flores. Missed with that right uppercut. This crowd has continued to be extraordinarily enthusiastic, and that is the end of round one in this Junior Open Division bout. Our fights are all brought to you by One Call Restoration, and in the mission of our company is to perform for our customers the highest level of quality restoration services at fair and market competitive prices. And also to ensure the longevity of our company through repeat and referral business achieved by customer satisfaction in all areas, including timeliness, attention to detail, and service-minded attitudes. Call the restoration experts today. That's at 731-697-0110. Once again, 731-697-0110, or check out their website at onecallrestoration.net. And you can email Josh Wagner at josh@onecallrestoration.net. That is the numeral 1, callrestoration.net. And we're getting ready for round two. And here these two guys go. Flores from the Kenner Boxing Club. He's the lighter of the two, only by 3 pounds. He goes 110. Garrett Palmer goes 113. Palmer representing Team Palmer. Both of these guys 16 years old. I wish I had been that light at the age of 16. I'm not going to tell you what I weighed then. And you got Palmer dancing around, then they get a very small flurry. We got about 1 minute and 20 seconds in this second round. Another thing you'll see, we haven't had any knockdowns in any of the bouts I've called tonight. And there you go, big exchange between both of them. But you see more standing 8 counts in Golden Gloves in order to make this a safer sport. And again, measuring his man is Palmer. Falls a little short with that left jab. Going again to the body, and they back off. Referee has not really separated them a great deal during this round. This is the 3rd year of Hub City Fight Night, and it has drawn an excited crowd here to this area. We got 2 judges that are out to the left of where you see those ring ropes where the official is, and they will be scoring this bout and determining the winner and who gets the belt. And a couple of body blows landed. Flores continuing the attack. And that's the end of round 2. And let's tell you all about Worthy Road Studios. And one of the big things that Worthy Road has done has invested in high-definition equipment to produce the highest quality pictures. And in addition, Worthy Road Studios has and is expanding on wireless camera video components and wireless communications for its crew. That simplifies setup times and reduces cables everywhere at the broadcast site. I know personally because these guys can set up faster than any crew I have ever seen when they do Union University basketball. And it's been a real pleasure to work with both Paul Schultze and Curtis Mann. And I can tell you, if you have an event, it will be, I say Curtis Mann, but it's Lawson Mann. Curtis is his middle name. So we'll try to, maybe Lawson will forgive me for that. But nonetheless, if you want them to come and handle your event, stream it live, 731-499-1730 is the number. Here we go, round 3 between Flores and Palmer. Once again, Palmer is in the blue, Flores is in the black and silver. Both of them have been relatively aggressive. Nice exchange to the body. Trying a left jab, falling short was Palmer. Again, this round, it's been a pretty even bout, and so this one is the one where they've got to get some flurries in to try to impress the judges. That one glanced off the top of the head by Flores. There they go. Nice exchange by Flores and retaliation by Palmer. Measuring his man, moving back over into the corner. Both of them landing some nice body blows. And Flores getting coached. I wish you could hear these managers over there in the corner. Flores is being coached to push him back into the corner and try to land some more body blows. And a big flurry as they separate. We've only got about 35 seconds. And let's see if they can get anything right here at the end of this third round. Both of them exchanging body blows. There was one that lands to the head by Palmer. And they're going back over into that far right-hand turnbuckle. And the official breaks them up, and that's the end of the bout. And we'll see what the judge's decision is on this, but right now we're going to tell you about our sponsor, and that's One Call Restoration. They're the people who do water mitigation, fire, smoke cleaning, and repair. Wind and storm damages, and heaven forbid we've had so much of that in our area in the last week with those terrible tornadoes. Structural repairs, hail damage, roofing, remodeling, crawl space maintenance, and humidity control. They also specialize in odor removal, emergency repairs, temporary services, and floor coverings. You can call them at 731-697-0110 if you need any kind of restoration work or you need some remodeling. And again, their website is at onecallrestoration.net. One Call does it all for the good folks at One Call Restoration, your sponsor for Hub City Fight Night from Jackson, Tennessee. And we wait on the judge's decision. The belt is in the middle of the ring and the consolation prize, which is a beautiful plaque. And we'll see which one of these is going to come away with the belt. It is Rodrigo Flores, the winner. As the two congratulate each other. So Flores will walk out with the belt, and that's going to wrap it up for this one. Again, our fights have been brought to you by Worthy Road Studios and by One Call Restoration, where you can call them at 731-697-0110. And Worthy Road Studios, the best in video production in West Tennessee. Call them at 731-499-1730. That'll do it for this bout, and we'll be back with more here, right here on Facebook and YouTube with Hub City Fight Night from Jackson, Tennessee.
Welcome in today, guys, to Hub City Fight Night presented by One Call Restoration. I'm Jackson Mooney, your ring announcer for this upcoming match. It's fight number 11 between Jesus Valdez and Infant Nunez. We'll have that shortly in the fighter intros, but until then, Again, we are presented by One Call Restoration, and we are here with Worthy Road Studios. So far, to give you a little insight before we go to the in-ring thing, Jesus Valdez is 15, 120 pounds from Crossroads Boxing Club, and Infant Nuez is also 15, 123 pounds from Kenner Boxing Club. Both these fights will be 3 rounds, and it'll be a minute and a half. Here we go with the in-ring call-outs. Again, presented by Worthy Road Studios and sponsored by One Call Restoration.
Ladies and gentlemen, our next bout, in the red corner from Crossroads Boxing Club, Jesus Valdez. And from the blue corner from the Kenner Boxing Club, in the blue corner, Infant Nuez.
Here we go shortly with Jesus Valdez and Infant Nuez. So again, this will be 3 rounds of a minute and a half, because this will be Junior Open division. Here we go, underway. Quick 2 strikes from Valdez, misses. Good blocks. Heavy strikes and a big punch from Valdez. Then he strikes a big left from Nuez. Lots of heavy strikes right there in the corner. Good right strike to the face from Nuez. Left strike misses, but he comes directly back with quick strikes. They have to break. Valdez on heavy offense right now, going for some big strikes. Each other looking for an opening. There's a body strike, and there goes against Valdez. Some very quick strikes. Big left misses by Nuez. Big strike to the left. Nuez tries to go for an uppercut, going for some overhead jabs. Another right strike. And that way in the first round. Very high note, very fast pace, lots of striking from Valdez and Nuez, but it looks like Valdez might take the first round with some very big blows. And of course, in that corner. In between rounds, we would like to talk about our sponsor today, One Call Restoration, and their mission. Their mission statement is to perform for our customers the highest level of quality restoration services at fair and market competitive prices to ensure the longevity of our company through repeat and referral business achieved by customer satisfaction in all areas, including timeliness, attention to detail, and of course, service-minded attitudes. One Call Restoration specializes in many things in damages caused by fire, water, smoke, wind, and of course, they will do remodeling. If you want to know how to contact them, call the restoration experts today at 731-697-0110 or check out their website at onecallrestoration.net. You can email Josh Wagner for more questions at josh@onecallrestoration.net to get more info about what they do and who they are. And again, here we go with round number 2 between Jesus Valdez and Infant Nuez. Fight number 12 of Hub City Fight Night, round 2. Here we go. Big right strike by Nuez. Already a break. Big left on the right. Another big right. Big left strike. They're trading big blows. Some big dodges. Lots of big heavy blows between the two. Now this is what I call boxing. Another big strike by Valdez. Another big right strike by Valdez. He is throwing heavy haymakers. Goes for the uppercut. He's the one trying to lean their opponent into a strike. But here comes Valdez with, Nunez with a good move to get him in the corner. Now he tries to go work on the body. Breaks him up. And that will end round number 2 between Jesus Valdez and Nunez. Some heavy striking very toward the end right there between the two big rights from Valdez. That will definitely get him some points. But of course, Nunez did have some nice upper hooks and good moves to get out of the corner. So great fight between the two so far, and we'll see how round 3 turns out. And to give you your final information about One Call Restoration, you can check them out on Facebook called One Call Restoration. And if you're wondering how to pay, they take MasterCards, Visa, American Express, and Discover cards. If you're wondering what they can help you with, it's a variety of things: water mitigation, fire, smoke, clean, repair, windstorm damage, and structural repairs, hail damage, roofing, remodeling, crawl space maintenance, and humidity control. They will also do auto removal, emergency repairs, temporary services, and floor coverings as we get ready for round number 3 between Jesus Valdez and Infant Nunez. Here we go. Nunez quickly comes back with some here they go again, exchanging some shots. Big right by Valdez. We're going to tangle up again. Big right. Good dodge by Nunez. Good uppercut. Another right. And now 2 lefts for Valdez. Getting closer and closer to the final of this fight. Lots of big blows. As Nunez seems to starting to get tired, fatigued. Here we go again. He's got him in the ropes. Some lefts from Valdez and some body shots from Nunez. Good duck, good right with a left miss by Valdez. And that will end a good fight between Jesus Valdez and Infant Nunez. Very quick, very strong, really fast. And we'll get to those judge scorecards here shortly. I want to talk a little bit more about Worthy Road Studios, who's giving you this broadcast right now for you guys, so you can check us out on YouTube and Facebook. Worthy Road Studios, by the way, is a company that does specialize in broadcasting live events as well as using multiple cameras, slow motion instant replay, live graphics, and live commentary. As and I, Jackson Milner and Steve Bailey, are giving you today with today's boxing matches. Worthy Road Studios, a very key thing about them, they are a road studio. They are not a home studio for broadcasting, basically meaning their broadcast equipment is portable for on-site productions such as basketball, broadcasting, archery, award ceremonies, boxing, of course, baseball, church service and events, dirt track racing, fishing, football, go-kart racing, graduations and proms, horse shows, hunting shows, parades, political events, several things. And we'll go to also very shortly to our in-ring winners, but right now we also want to tell you about the upcoming studio, Worthy Road Studio broadcast of arm wrestling in April that presented Tennessee Strong Arms Wrestling Tournament. And now here we go to the winner of fight number 12. Very good match between the two, between Jesus Valdez and Infant Nunez. But it'll be Valdez with his heavy striking the first 2 rounds that will take the win of number 12 of Hub City Fight Night.
Hub City Fight Night continues. Steve Beverly with you. Brought to you by One Call Restoration, the people who can handle anything that you need to take care of that needs to be restored in your home, they can do it. And also by Worthy Road Studios. And this bout is going to bring together Zachary Wagonmaker and Javon Jones. Wagonmaker is in the red corner, and he is a 16-year-old 125-pounder representing American Pride. Jones is a 14-year-old 130-pounder, and he is representing Harris Sports. This is part of the beginner intermediate division in Golden Gloves. And your bouts here, the rounds will be 1.5 minutes each, so it'll be a little bit shorter than the guys we've seen in the last two fights. Wagonmaker being introduced to the crowd. And Javon Jones. And you're looking at two guys right here that be somewhere in what you would call the featherweight category. Both of them have had about an average of 4 years of experience in Golden Gloves, and here we go with round one. And they're going to it right off the bat. This is going to be intense. Nobody's feeling each other out. Hard blows being exchanged by Javon Jones, and the official is pulling him apart, and he's giving a warning right now to Jones about being a bit too aggressive. Wagonmaker is using this opportunity to just slough it off. And he is absolutely taking the fight to Wagonmaker. Wagonmaker gives up about 5 pounds. He appears to be a little bit more of the muscular fighter. And goal, that's the first down that we've had. The knockdown is there. And down goes Jones. 2. Standing 8 count. And his handlers are looking at him to see, and they're getting in the ring to see whether or not he ought to continue with this. He took a big one right below the nose and went down hard. And this is one of the things they do in Golden Gloves. The trainer can get in there and decide if this is something that should continue. And both of his handlers are taking a close look. And apparently they're going to toss this one in. Jones said he did not want to quit. But they're taking the gloves off of Wagonmaker. He connected on that hard right that just sent him to the deck. And it appears that this one is going to be over. They immediately got somebody in the ring to check this one out. That was a hard knockdown. That's the first one we've had tonight in this ring. Wagonmaker is your winner by a technical knockout, and he's getting a lot of encouragement from Jones. As we mentioned, Jones is the younger guy by 2 years, but he'll be back for more. They're going to get his... And nice display of sportsmanship on the part of Wagonmaker's coach. And they're going to take the gloves off. So that quickly ended that one, and that was about 50 seconds into the first round, and a technical knockout, and the victory goes to Wagonmaker, and he's got a big grin on his face about that one. So our fight has been brought to you again by One Call Restoration. It is indeed the place you go to take care of all of your needs for fire, water, smoke, or wind damage, or any kind of weather damage. And they do remodeling. Call them at 731-697-0110. And also by Worthy Road Studios, the finest in television production services and streaming in West Tennessee. I'm Steve Beverly. We'll be back with fight number 10. We're going to stay with it right here while they actually present this. My director, Lawson Mann, is reminding me we don't need to quite get out of this until they officially raise the hand and present the belt. And Wagon Maker's hand is going to be raised by a TKO. He just bore right in front of our broadcast position and landed a right that knocked Javon Jones to the deck. And Jones, he shook his head like he wanted to go on, but this is a competition where in Golden Gloves, they're not going to take any chances to continue on after a guy's taking a glance to that. Yeah, Wagon Maker is the winner. They got some incorrect information to the ring announcer, but Wagon Maker is your winner. He'll take away the belt. And so now we will be back with fight number 10 momentarily right here. And so be sure and follow and like Worthy Road Studios on YouTube and Facebook. I'm Steve Beverly, back with more in just a moment. And here we go, Steve Beverly back with you at the National Guard Armory in Jackson, Tennessee, as One Call Restoration brings you Hub City Fight Night. And yes, we've got girls in the ring here. I've got a couple of 11-year-olds at 97 pounds. In the red corner is Olivia Reeves, representing American Pride, and representing Campbellsville Boxing is Kendall Cruz. She comes in at 102 pounds. And this is the beginning bantamweight division. And in case you wonder, yes, girls do participate in Golden Gloves boxing around the country. It's not as plentiful, but again, it's another opportunity to teach self-confidence as well as self-defense. And I got to tell you, when she came in the ring, Kendall Cruz went to every corner of the ring and stomped. I kind of thought that it might be one of those professional wrestling type situations, but instead, now this is going to be 1-minute rounds. There will be 3 1-minute rounds. So they have to get some flurries in for this to be successful. But both of them are 11-year-olds. And here we go. That buzzer will go off in any second now, and we will bring you this fight. We got one more after this one, and these will be a couple of young heavyweights. One of them that'll be 236 pounds. Quite a difference from what we, oh my goodness, right off the bat, it's Kendall Cruz, and she's got the knockdown right off. Down goes Reeves. Corona was all over her. And Reeves is going to continue on, and here they go. She's really landing the blows to the head, and they're going to separate her, and unfortunately, Reeves has just taken too much of a pounding. I think this one's going to be over. This is I got to be honest with you as an announcer, this is a tough one to watch. And this is a tough little girl here, but they're going to try it one more time. And she's trying to retaliate back. And they're telling Kendall Cruz to be calm. And she's just wailing away. Connected another one to the face. And that's it in the end of the first round, and they're continuing to go at it. So Cruz and Reeves will be separated. And I know this may be tough for some of you to watch, because Olivia Reeves was just really, Cruz was just all over her in that round. Well, let me try to take your mind off of that and talk a little bit about One Call Restoration. These good folks do water mitigation, fire and smoke cleaning and repair, wind and storm damages. They'll repair that, structural repairs, hail damage, roofing, remodeling, crawl space maintenance, and humidity control. They do odor removal, emergency repairs and temporary services, and floor coverings. Call them at 731-697-0110 or go to the website at 1. It's the numeral 1, callrestoration.net. Here we go with round 2. Again, another 1-minute round. And it is Reeves again all over Cruz. They're saying keep your distance. And just pounded, got one right to the facial area. Oh my goodness. They're right here in front of us. And the official's going to separate them once again. And they're telling Reeves not to smother her punches. Kendall is trying to make somewhat of a comeback. It was a desperation punch. She took one to the chin. And the official's warning her about using the elbow. Reeves is in the black with the red trim. Pardon me, that's Cruz in the black with the red trim, and Reeves is in the red with the black trim. And the official's going to try to check her out to be sure she can continue. Oh, connecting with a left. And that's the end of that 60 seconds. And they'll go to the separate corners. Worthy Road Studios has been bringing you all of the pictures and accounts of Hub City Fight Night. And it has been a dandy all evening long, and that's the kind of production that you get from them all over West Tennessee. Whether it's a high school football or basketball game, whether it's Union University basketball that they have so ably done for the past 3 seasons, or whether it has been anything that has to do with softball, and you're seeing that now from Freed-Hardeman University, Paul Schultze, Lawson Mann, and all their fine crews. They do a tremendous job bringing you all of the action in sports across West Tennessee. And as I mentioned to you earlier here on Hub City Fight Night, we've got an arm wrestling tournament. It's the Tennessee Strong Arms Arm Wrestling Championships that'll be coming your way in April. All of that from Worthy Road Studios. And here we go with round 3. And once again, it's Reeves all over it from the beginning. And they separate them, and the official with a standing 8 count. That's the second one we've seen in this bout. And she says she can continue. So they're going to go one more time. Here goes Reeves again. And that's it, the knockdown. I have to believe they're going to stop this one. It's a standing 8, but that's it. He's going to wipe it out. Yeah, there's no need in continuing this any longer. And so the victory is going to go to Olivia Reeves, and really from the outset, she just dominated this bout. And she was completely in control of this. Olivia Reeves, the 97-pounder, representing American Pride, defeating Kendall Cruz. We'll wait until they give us the actual. And she goes over and gives a nice hug of sportsmanship. She's got a big following here. And I tell you, she's getting them going again. Let me tell you once again about our sponsor, and that is One Call Restoration. You can call the restoration experts today at 731-697-0110. Or look at their website at onecallrestoration.net. That's the numeral 1. And email Josh Wagner at josh@onecallrestoration.net. And you can see them on Facebook, and they'll work out a financing plan for you for any restoration you need, as well as they'll take it on MasterCard, Visa, American Express, and your Discover card. And so here we go. The official is going to make it official as Olivia Reeves has won this bout after the ref stopped the fight. And some of you probably are not accustomed to seeing girls in the ring, but it's the same thing that happens in martial arts. Olivia Reeves from American Pride. She gets the belt, and the plaque goes to Kendall Cruz. So we got one more to go, and this is going to be a couple of heavyweights. You're going to see one guy at 236 pounds. That'll be coming your way in just a moment right here. I'm Steve Beverly, and for all of our crew, we'll be back with that final bout of the evening right here on Hub City Fight Night, brought to you by One Call Restoration and Worthy Road Studios.